y'all get somebody knocked off.
What?
I'm trying to.
That's what you put on your.
No, I ain't put that on there. I don't know. Yo, this Facebook thing is kind of crazy, boy. I'm gonna make this real short. I can do a 3-hour show with these things, man. I want my man to repeat what he just said about somebody. He said, Tracy, what's up?
I was talking about product.
No, you said what you call him too. Who else? You said KRS-One.
KRS-One.
He asked me this question, right? So my man asked me, he said, ain't KRS-One in the Illuminati? I said, I am too. I'm the illuminated one. I said, I'm an Illuminati too. We all are. We the illuminated ones. So
why they killed Prodigy? Because he was talking about illuminated ones?
I don't think, I don't.
Why they killed Prodigy?
I don't see. This is the propaganda that's out here, man. Why we keep saying they killed Prodigy? The brother was sick. Why they ain't kill a lot of other people that's in Illuminati? I mean, there's people that's in it. See, my man said, I am. We all are. See, my man said it, Antonio. Illuminati people means the illuminated ones. The reason why those people are in the Illuminati that you see is because they know and they are in the know and have the light, and you don't have the light. That's the problem. So if you run around here talking about Illuminati and Masonry and all this other stuff, I am a Mason. Now watch somebody take sound bites from this. Well, Sabir said he was in a Mason. He's a Mason. You are too. I just shared with my man, he's a Mason too. He's a mother's son. Wow, my man said sickle cell will kill you. Yes, it would. They don't understand that. And that's a trait of the Moors too from Africa. That sickle cell, yeah, that's a trait from Africa. See, I'm not hung up on conspiracy theorist stuff, man. I don't say things that's not real. I have to thoroughly research it. I'm not going to talk about it because media put it out there and said, oh, they killed this person, they killed that person. When it's a lot of people are really talking about this stuff for real. So my man asked me, and I said, I wish we would have kept that conversation going because we talked about Masonry, KRS-One being a Masonry. I said, you don't understand what KRS meant by saying he's a Mason, because Mason means my son. Let me say this again, people. Masonry means mother's son or mama. They know you more than you know yourself. That is the key in Masonry. You can't say you have the light and don't let your light shine on the ones that don't have it. So all these people running around here talking about they're Masons, but they're really Shriners. Okay? They're really Shriners. The Fez represents the womb of the woman. It's the first university. Was the womb of the woman. The first mother or the matrix or the matriarch is mother. Not man, it's mother. You have Negroes running around here talking about, yeah, man, God, yeah. Actually, it was funny because the Ethiopian brother told me the term Adam he said it was a different word for Adam, how they bastardized the word Adam too. And if you study language good enough, you will understand atom is a D is a T, atom, or Adam, and atom. Same thing. It's interchangeable.
Is it true that Samaya got the spirit that stabbed Jesus?
The who?
Got the
Samaya?
spirit that stabbed Jesus.
I don't know unless I research it. I don't know. New World Order. What's the New World Order? New World Order is already in effect. Why people worrying about a New World Order? This is already here in effect. Popping. You just don't get it. This like, you know what's funny in Star Trek, when y'all watch the old Star Trek movie when they had the flip joint? Everybody remember the flip phones when they first came out? Europeans playing stuff 10 years ahead of time. Negroes are just reactionary when stuff happens. They playing stuff 10 years from now. They can say it's a bomb. We got a gas leak, let's say 5 blocks radius, right? They would tell everybody they have to leave out their house. This is how the European operates. And they would probably go in everybody's house that has a gun and figure it out because you had to leave your house. and they'll come back. You'll get they say, oh no, it was a false alarm. Everybody comes back in their house. Now you be getting phone calls or these ICE. What's that people called? They run around taking people out their houses now. ICE. What is it called?
ISIS.
No, what's that group? It's a group they got running around taking people out their houses now. Foreigners out their houses.
What? I ain't heard
It's a group. No, ICE box, ICE something. Somebody know. They had the past. Some type of group of agents that's running around taking foreigners out their houses. This is all they're going to do. And that was this whole setup with the whole census report. How many niggas we got in the house? Same thing. That's why I don't fill out census report. It's called ICE. Somebody just said it. It's called ICE. It's a group. People don't even see our people. The last people to know about anything. But we know about Colin Kaepernick. We know what's going on in sports. We know what's going on in hip hop.
What's your view on that?
I don't have no view on it.
Do you think we should boycott football?
I've been boycott. I don't watch football, so there's no need for Sabir to boycott football when I don't watch football. See how that works? I don't watch football.
So you think? What do you think about them reprimanding Kaepernick for what he did?
Because that's the nature. They're going to give him back to his own people. Your own people is the one that's eating him up. If you notice that. What did I just tell you earlier about the FBI? They're going to set it up, do whatever, and give you back to your people. And look at the niggas. We're fighting against each other. What's Ray Lewis? Look what they doing. It's a setup. Come on, man. It's a setup. So what they would do is say, okay, we got to clear a certain radius to actually figure out the leak. So when they go in your house, they know you got guns in there. And then you'll get a phone call to come down to the office. Is this your weapon right here? Do you have a weapon in such and such and such and such? See, that's how they operate.
That's why you don't register.
Why would I register anything? Think about it. A fool does that. Why? If you read the Prince by Nicholas Machiavelli, let me throw this book there for y'all. Read the book by the Prince Nicholas Machiavelli. There's a chapter in there, right? It said entice them with gifts. This is what it said. Entice them with gifts. It said in the Machiavelli, if you give them arms, make sure the arms is your arms. That's what it says in the Machiavelli. Oh, brother, you got to read these books, bro. Every attorney reads these books. That's why I walk into an attorney's office and you'll see the Art of War sitting on their desk. And I will quote the Art of War. But they read the Machiavelli too. That's why I said we know so much about sports, but we know nothing about life. But what happens, they study all these books and they study you. So when you read the Machiavelli, it says if they give them arms, make sure the arms is their arms. So when they want to take it, they can take it. That's why they tell you to register. We're in the Constitution that says it says go register a gun. We're anywhere in the Constitution where it says register the gun. Now I can tell you it says a well-regulated militia. It says that in there. A well-regulated militia. That says that. But where does it anyway? I'm going to ask y'all people this. Where in the Constitution does it say that? Or do Negroes supposed to have guns? But if you study the black code says that Negroes were supposed to have weapons. Negroes ain't supposed to have no kind of weapons. They don't supposed to be in a pack.
Yeah, they say the Second Amendment was created for the slavery.
Yes, but the thing that they don't want us in a pack, so they create an ordinance. You ever see those ordinances is outside stores, and they said you can't be gathering here. That no, you can't gather here, you can't stand it. That's an ordinance. And matter of fact, let me say this to y'all: an ordinance and a regulations is not laws. Ordinance and regulations are not laws. I'm gonna say it again: ordinance and regulations are not laws. Period. So they was things that was laid down for free Negroes. Study the black codes. So I can buy as many arms as I want from a gun show and not register them. I bet one gun that you don't, I think it's a sawed-off shotgun that you don't need to. See, y'all don't understand the games because we're not making the guns. And I was in Texas. Them niggas had their guns on their hip. In Texas. I was in the gas station watching the nigga with a gun on his hip. It wasn't no brother, it was a European. Listen to me. Concealed weapons you need a license for.
Yeah.
Study this, y'all. Concealed weapons you need a license for. A license is a granted privilege. You have a right to bear arms. There's a difference. Right, but not Negroes didn't have a right to do that. So when you read the books like the Nicholas Machiavelli, The Art of War, a lot of that stuff is in there. It said entice them with gifts. So they want to give you a gift. You want a nice car? You want a nice house? What you want? Yo, you should go against that person right there. Yo, he's talking too much. Go over there. I'm going to give you, how much you want? You want 100 grand? That's why I told you I listened to the FBI file when Malcolm X was talking. And they said most people took the money. He said Malcolm X said it in the 1960s. Those that would sell their soul, listen to me and listen to me carefully. I'm going to quote this for y'all. Malcolm was talking to the FBI agent. Y'all can punch it in and listen to it. Malcolm said, anyone who sells their soul for $1 that's decreasing is a fool. He said, better yet, anyone who sells their soul for $1 that's increasing or decreasing is a fool. That's what they're doing. So they'll offer cats something to make you go against the rest of the people. And this is what you have with the guys like Ray Lewis. Most of these cats claim to be in the lodge, claim to be Masons. I'm a real born Mason. All of us are Masons. We're mother's sons. We are the Illuminati. We are the illuminated ones. When you see, I told you earlier before we got on here, I shared this with my brother. I said, if you walk into a room, and I've did it many times on many occasions, I walk in there with ripped jeans on, sweatpants on, cats have suit and ties on, smoking cigars, which I don't, because I don't smoke Dutch cigarettes. And if you smoke Dutch cigarettes, you idiot, they enslaved your people, idiot, and you took on Dutch masters' names. And niggas smoking cigars. Think about it. You ain't got Cuban cigars. You got Dutch cigars. Not Cuban cigars. Dutch. Think about it. But that's another subject. But anyway, you can walk in the room with dudes wearing suit and ties on. Because remember I told you the devil wears Prada. You can walk in with sweatpants on and a white tee or a black tee or whatever it is, and your light will shine. That's what that is when you talk about Illuminati. That's the Illuminati. When you can, a person will spot you and say, we ain't gonna talk to that one right there. Just like the newscasters, they pick certain people. I told you I was in the media game for a minute. They'll get the person that has the cloud over their head and ask them a question, and they'll say, God bless America and nowhere else. That's exactly what a black person would say. Well, I think that was wrong. Well, they should have followed the rules. Well, she should have obeyed the police. Or we should have did that. That's what niggas say. You know why? Because that person has that cloud over their head. They would never go to the one that has the light and say, no, let me tell you about these Europeans. Where's their green card at? Well, tell me something about the Constitution. What do you mean a country? This is a continent we on. This is not a country. America is a continent. North, South, and Central is a continent. Oh, we don't want that one right there. Let's go to this one over here, right here. The one that's listening to the mumble rap right now. He don't even know what's going on. Let's get him. The mumble rap. That's what they do. So it's not spookism, people. They know who has the light, and that's why they get away from the ones who have the light. So when they see the man that they call Jesus, Jesus was the light in the way. So Jesus even said, don't worship me. He said all these things. Be Jesus. Be him. Be the light. That's all he was dealing with. He was coming with the truth, but we're looking for one person. We're looking for a Messiah. No, dude. You are the light. That's it. This is why I was going back to talking about the white supremacy. Brother, if you the light, then why would you worry about white supremacy, my dude? Why? Be the light. And let the light shine on the ones that don't have the light. And if you're not letting the light shine on the ones that don't have it, you're deceiving yourself and you're deceiving your people. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. And this is why people get spooktified and don't want to deal with this, bruh. And they want to keep pointing the finger and say, well, Illuminati killed him. Oh, Illuminati killed all prodigy. So what you going to do if the Illuminati did? See how I responded to that? So what? So what, they killed him? If they did, what you going to do about it? Nothing. Do a video, get some hits. What you going to do? Are you going to go challenge the Illuminati? No. Who is the Illuminati? I don't know. Who are they? Oh, Jay-Z and Illuminati. Okay. So the guy that you go pay your phone bill to may be too. Your city council may be. The guy you pay your bills to, they may be too. So why you worried about all these other cats being Illuminati? What difference does it make if they are or ain't? Your school teacher could be one. Who cares? This is why I say I don't get caught up in that silly stuff, dude, because it don't make sense at all. Who cares? We always want to run around talking about somebody's in the Illuminati like you can make a change. You can't change it. You just expose the light. And that's your job. If I'm the only one that has the light and I'm guiding people, I can dim the light when I feel like dimming the light. I illuminate every day. I let people see me. I shine the light on the ones that don't have it. If you in darkness, then you have filth, ignorance. When you listen to hip hop, they're walking in darkness. These brothers are really walking in darkness. So if you a real hip hop artist, you let your light shine. You don't fall for the darkness. And that's why women are being disrespected. That's why we have all the stuff that we having. That's why niggas getting caught up sleep with transgenders and men and all of that, because they're in darkness and they need the light. So if you got the light, you let your light shine on the ones that don't have it. I'm not impressed with none of that. I'm not impressed with sports. I'm not impressed with strip clubs. I'm not impressed with none of that. Period. And I don't just talk it, I live it. It's not real to me. I understand what they're doing. So if you're a person that has light, then you let shine light on the ones that don't have the light. We want to run into these little clubs and don't understand the whole history behind Masonry. When you're looking at Shriners, Shriners is someone that protects a shrine. So what's a shrine?
Shrine is like a monument.
Something to be worshipped, something to be protected, something that's worship, right? If you look at a caretaker watch over dead people. A shriner watch over something that's sacred.
They say that's what we used to worship back in Africa before they took it away and gave us Christianity.
But brother, Christianity always been here. That's the problem.
Not the European.
Not the European version of Christianity. The original Christianity was called Tawahido.
What was that?
Or
that was
voodoo. Yes, either voodoo or Tawahido. Everything was the creator. We taught them everything. So they bastardized it because the Bible is written in Greek, Latin, German, some German words in it. You got a whole lot of stuff mixed inside that Bible that we read today. And it's copywritten like any other book.
Do you believe in the Bible?
Nope, I don't believe in anything. I know it. I know it. Certain things that's in there is true. Because I have all of them home. I have a Bible, Tanakh, the Torah, the Quran, all of them. Because they all are books. Masonry is inside there. Even when you read Ruth, the Moabites inside the Bible, she's in there. They don't even know what Ruth is. Ruth was a Moabites. Then they made the record label Ruthless. Ruthless means without mother.
So you believe in Osiris and Asa and all?
Yes, sir. It's not about me believing. It is true.
Yeah, it is true.
So when you look at the sky, no man gets to the Father but through the Son. Tell me a man that can look up at the Son. Read Ecclesiastics, I believe, it's inside the Bible. S-U-N is spelled, not S-O-N, S-U-N. That's why I was talking about the D is a T, the C is a K, the P is an F, paramania, somebody likes to play with fire. All of these things is there, brother. They got people spooked. Oh, Illuminati killed Prodigy, bro. Illuminati killed this. Illuminati. Who is the Illuminati? Y'all never say who is the Illuminati. Who are they? Who are they? This is what I was doing on the shows. So if I was on somebody's TV show, I would say, well, who are they then? The Illuminati's in your hood right now. My man Wise Intelligence did a video talking about the Illuminati. He said they got Planned Parenthoods in the hood because they plan on no parents being in the hood. He said they have Planned Parenthood in the hood because they plan on no parents being in the hood. And you worrying about Illuminati. And you can't even pinpoint who they are. I am the Illuminati. The first teachers is the mother, the matriarch, the mother. But we run around and talk about kings and queens. I'm a god. What's up, God? What's up, king? God is a German word. It's German. It's not English. Look it up. Anybody on here, look it up.
What's the correct term?
You could say Elohim. You could say Allah. You could say any of those things. But God is Goth. Or Goth. It's a German word. That's all it is. Huh?
What about queen?
Queen is a loose whore. It's Greek. It's a loose person or a whore. If you even, and it was funny because when I was talking to the Ethiopian brother in Vegas, when I told him I study etymology, he said, "Damn, really? We don't study etymology." This is why when you go overseas, their children at the age of 6 and 7 know like 9 languages. How many languages so-called black people learn over here?
That's why you change the I to EYE.
You can spell N-I-N, you can spell N-E-N or I-N. Interchangeable. There was no vowels either. So when we talk about God, then what are we talking about? Somebody say, oh, it means government ordinance department. Government ordinance department. Or dog backwards. That's silliness, man. Study the language of etymology. What does the eclipse mean for us? I don't know. I know one thing. These cats keep trying to change time, and time never was when man was not. That's why Arizona never changed its time. You notice that? Arizona never changed time. How could you play with time? How could you change time? Think about it for a minute. Think, who can change? Where do they get this whole change? Listen, in Philadelphia, we have this thing called a sundial in Philly. Don't take my word for it, people. Look it up. Google the sundial. Aren't we the original Germanic? Yes, we are. Not necessarily Germanic people, because that's the German. They're the Germanic. But look up a sundial. The sundial is how we told time. But there's 2 little kids holding up a sundial. Now they have dial soap or radio or dial on your radio. Dial. Come on, man. How about gold and oil and drugs? Yeah, all of that. We didn't worry about none of that stuff. Gold and oils, wasn't nothing. That's natural resources. That was God. All that was God. Everything was God. Anything that was made by the Creator was God. But they got us spooked on religion. Don't even understand what religion means. I guarantee, listen, y'all, this is what you should do. Look up.
Religion is man-made.
Not necessarily. The organized religion is. Religion means to R-E, allegiance. Realign yourself back. Back to what? What do you realign yourself back to?
But the God is in you. Right?
There you go. I just said that. I just told you earlier about the alchemist. But we don't know that. So religion only means to realign yourself back to something. What was it? Nature. My religion is nature. You can say Muslim, yes. Because Muslim means one who submits to do the will of God or Allah or whatever we want to call ourselves. What? No, listen. Muslim is not religion. I just said to you what it was, right? One who submits. No, it's a meaning of what it means, right? So if I'm saying to you, it means one who submits. So if I just told you Ethiop means gift. Ethiop or Ethiop means gift. So we had meanings. So Tawahido means one who submits to do the will, like oneness. That's what Tawahido means in Ethiopian Christianity, the real Christianity. So it means oneness, okay, who submits to do the will of the Creator. So that could be a Buddhist, that could be a Christian, that could be a Seventh-day Adventist, that could be anybody. Because we all submit to do the will, whether we know it or not, and we all say amen or amen after every prayer.
Amen. So
here you go. Amen Ra, the faithful son. Up there.
So you praise the sun.
We praise all it. Don't you praise it when you wake up? Okay, how do you know it's daybreak? You get up in the morning. You wake up by the sun. The sun wakes you up. We're children of the sun. When we wake up in the morning, we have the whole concept of breakfast twisted because we don't understand breakfast. You breaking your fast when you get up. It's called break fast. We call it breakfast. Language again. Break fast. You're breaking your fast when you wake up in the morning. We say breakfast. Oh, I'm breaking up breakfast. No, dude, you breaking fast. So when you have someone caught up in organized religion, you would never get that. Iman or Imani is all the same. Or Iman or Imani, like the girl's name. Those all ancient terms. All ancient. Your ancestors been teaching this. Way before Europeans. Europeans couldn't pronounce certain words. So what happens, they took it and bastardized it, and then now we're going to teach your children in our school system that y'all didn't create anything. That's why this European got mad at me in Philly when he said, you black people think you invented everything. I said, who's black? I said, you're damn sure not white. And I said, we're Moors. So him and I going back and forth. And I said, name something that y'all invented. He looked around and he looked at the stoplight. And I said, no, nope. See how you automatically said a black man did that? There was no black man, it was a Moor. But that's all you know, right? That a black man did it, right? But wait a minute, the colors of that stop light is the Ethiopian colors, red, yellow, and green. That's what you should know. Red, yellow, and green, or red, yellow, and gold. Ethiopian colors. Yes.
So Moor mean indigenous?
Moor means it could be Cushite, Zegwe, and all that. Even down to, look, I'm going to show you this. Here. This, hold up, let me flip this around. I show this on sneakers all the time. Addis. It's a flower there. Yeah. That's the capital of Ethiopia. Addis Ababa. Yeah. It means new flower. That's what that means. Yeah. So the Germans took that off from your ancestors. Even though they were you too. Like they said, the original Germans. All this stuff is you. So where's the white supremacy at?
Moor means traveler, though, right?
It can mean a lot of things. Depends. Like a brother just texted me from Ethiopia and said Mohar. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Mohar. I think it's spelled M. You can look it up, people. Muher. But he spelled it with Muuher. Mohar. And it meant scholar. He said that's another word for Moor. He was watching my videos and he hit me. So when you know what you're looking for and know what to say, they're going to open up and then they're going to start telling you. But if you come in on a slave kick, they're not going to tell you nothing. So going back again to the whole Illuminati and the Masonry thing. Majority of your pastors in the churches are Masons or Shriners. So if you understand the watches, like your watch, let me see your watch. Let me show you how deep it is. I don't wear watches though. I wear cell phones now. This is a dope watch too. Whatever. I don't wear watches. Deacons, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. This is your deacons or your cardinal points right there. I'm in the third house. I'm a Gemini. I'm the third house. In between 12 and 3 is called a deacon or a decade, like a deacon in the church. Decade, deacon, deacon, deacon. This is your 12 signs of the zodiac right there. That's has nothing to do with really time because you can't measure time. You measure the times in cycles. And this is why you have spin cycles. A woman have a cycle every certain amount of time.
Is that how the minds came up with it?
Huh? Exactly. It's from you because we looked at the sun. Yeah. The sun told time. So everybody worshiped the sun, dude. That's nature. That's why they said follow the birds. Follow nature. Yeah, yeah. Study the bee.
People be wondering how the birds and how the whales and shit be doing.
Who taught them? Let me tell you how crazy. Let me tell you how. Listen. There's a book called The King Alfred's Plan, y'all. King Alfred's Plan was talking about, and I might do another video on that, probably on Periscope tonight. Who knows? It talks about they said teach them no real economics, no real law, no real history. Keep them on the 5th grade level of nature. Watch nature. How do a bird? Okay, we back. So Ty said they full of doo-doo. I can tell every last one of these Masons to give me their watches. That's why if you notice certain things, y'all, they don't have clocks inside casinos.
Yeah, they do that so we won't know what time it is, though, so we can stay there.
Hold up, say that again. Listen to what you just said to me, bro. They don't what?
They don't do that so because they don't want us to know what time it is.
Because time never was, and man was not. Why? What are you doing? They know what they're doing. They don't have clocks inside there. We don't get it.
So we're going to look at it and be like, damn, I've been here
yes.
3 hours.
So because time passes when you're not doing anything.
That's true.
It passes by, and you don't even get it. So we don't deal with, do you understand like how all this is set up, dude? Like, that's why I tell people I don't deal with age. Someone says, Sabir, how old are you? I don't have an age, brother. I wasn't even conscious when I was born. How do I have an age? How? Think about it for a minute. If an age is like 2000 something, I believe, and the highest number is number 9, how you really have an age? When did you ever get out of that cycle of a 9? When did you ever get out of that 9? You got from 0 to 9, you go back to 0 to 9 again. Come on, man. They ain't teaching you nothing. This is what the European is afraid of. He's not afraid of you saying white supremacy. He's not afraid of you talking about the white devil. He's not afraid of you talking about any of this. But he's afraid of you catching up. And only a few people will get this, bruh. The illuminated ones will get it. And the job of the illuminated ones is to shine a light on the ones that don't have it. That's the job of the Illuminati, is to bring that to the people.
So what you think about all this gay agenda on the black man?
What gay agenda? First and foremost, people got to understand what gay means. That's what they push. And they put money behind the gay agenda.
Exactly.
I mean, why we? Okay. I don't care what they putting behind. What are we doing?
They putting it in food.
Okay, what are we doing?
They teaching our children.
What are we doing?
What can we do? That's what I'm saying.
Teach your children. My sons are very taught. My sons know. My sons are taught very well. They're not trained. See how even that concept of training. Somebody told my son when he was younger, oh, he stopped at the curves. He said, oh, he's very well trained. I said, my son is not trained. My son is taught well. You train animals. You don't train human beings. You train animals. But we adapted to that. See how it works? Look up the word training. We adapted. I got to go to work training. I got to go to training. And we just feed into it and say, I'm training. No, it's like a lion. You know, if you go to when you in the cage and they say they training the lion, that's what they're doing. They training you and you don't get it. So again, what are we doing? I'm not concerned about what he's doing. So all we got to do is combat what he's doing. Where's the money at that we putting behind real people that's doing or want this information out? Where is it at? But yet we'll go visit Michael Kors, Versace, DKNY, whoever else. Most Def did a joint called Niggas the Poorest. Y'all should check this video out. It's called Niggas the Poorest. And in the song, he says a part that's in there, he said, he shows a picture. And he said, if I was such and such, I put some black up in their family. And he talks about, he said, who the hell is Marchilla? He goes through this whole joint. He spits it. He said diabetic, fish fillets, diabetic. He's talking about the food that's creating diabetes for your people. He's building in the song. Go look it up, people. It's called Niggas the Poorest. And it's been out. But we don't want to hear that. So we want to sit up here and talk about, oh, the gay agenda. What gay agenda? Everybody, so what? And listen, gay people support each other. What are we doing it? Nope. Nah. Not concerned about what them. I'm not gay. I could care less what somebody do. That's your business.
No, I'm saying they putting that on us though, the black man. It's like
they're not putting nothing on you, brother. They're not. Honestly, man.
In the food
well, stop eating the food. You see how easy that is? Now, how many of us gonna stop eating McDeath? How many of us are gonna stop eating Murder King? How many of us gonna not eat Taco Hell?
What about when I go in the bathroom and I see a goddamn transgender? And,
so what? Let the people be a transgender. They're confused. They're sick, brother. They're sick people. I understand that. We have sick people that's running around here teaching our children in school.
They're teaching our kids, though.
Okay, no, but we're sick. A straight person is sick if you're not telling our people who they are. You're sick. You have an illness. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep saying that they're doing it. The person that knows better is supposed to do better. These are your politicians. These are your Masons. These are your school teachers. I hear school teachers are scared to death. They say, "Oh no, I'm not going to teach that." Why? I gave up being an attorney. I could have been an attorney in Philly. I turned it down. I didn't want it. For what? Why? I don't need it. Get the hell out of here. For what? Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I was in a courtroom in Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, when now she's locked up. And I'm going to share this with y'all. Thomasina Times, y'all can go look it up. Punch her name in. Thomasina Times in Philadelphia. They locked this old lady up. Right? Yo, don't they say that? Save yourself first. Don't they say that on the airplane? Don't they say, before they say, put your oxygen mask on first. Don't they say that when you get on the plane? Yes, they do. So help and save your children. I'm not worrying about gay people support their own. We don't support at all. We'll look at this video and say, oh, that was dope, but support it. When I was in Philadelphia, Thomasina Times was the traffic court judge, and I believe she became the president. I was in the courtroom with my son. My son is 19 now. He was probably 4, but I used to take my son everywhere with me so he can see it firsthand how this works. And that's why I say take your children with you so they can see what you do. Because children imitate their parents, whether you know it or not. My son was in the courtroom, and a lady told, the traffic court lady, Thomasina Times, told the young brother that this would be in his criminal record, having a ticket. Moving violation is not criminal. But I'm just telling you the lies. So me knowing that, I can't lie and say that. You follow me? So when it was over, I went to her and I said to this lady, I said, listen, even though she was the Eastern Star too. And the Eastern Star is in the Bible too, which is Astarte, the Eastern Star. So I went to her, I said, why did you lie to him? And she said, it's not about, what she say? It's not about who you know or something like that. She said, it's about how much money you can bring in. I was done. So this is what you're dealing with. It's not always about these gay people. Like listen, I'm not gay. I could care less about somebody being gay. It is what it is. I don't rock with it. I don't condone it. None of that. But gay people look out for each other. That's just them. That's just how they are. We have so much information to digest, but to know thyself enables us to help each other. Exactly. You got people in here right now, Jonathan, trust me, that I can see names, and they are scared to death to speak out. They are scared to death to speak out, brother. Believe me, I know who's on my threads, and they are so petrified to tell the truth. So don't get caught up in this Illuminati. Don't get caught up talking about, the devil and all this other stuff. Because if you want to mess with a Christian, tell them to stop celebrating birthdays. Tell them to stop celebrating birthday. That's astrology. Stop celebrating it. Period. Or I'm a Gemini. Ain't that a zodiac? I'm a Cancer. That's a zodiac, right? Yeah, pretty much. You got a watch on? Really? Deacon? Deacon? Really? Told you I'm the 3rd house. I'm a Gemini. If we looking at time and ages, yo, we're so lost. We're so lost, man. You say, what's the circle? Ask them what the circle is. Exactly. Yep. They don't know what the circle is. I did a video on Philadelphia. Go watch the video I did in Philly. It's a zodiac in the middle of City Hall.
Is it?
Yeah. Just punch it in. It's a zodiac. I did a video on it. It's a zodiac in the middle of City Hall. It's 4 ways to go in City Hall. You got the North Gate, East Gate, West Gate, South Gate.
What you think about numerology?
That's what you deal with. My name is 11299.
Yeah.
My name is 11299, numerology.
Yeah.
I know. It's Sabir in numerology. That's where the whole Morse codes come from. Tapping.
Yeah.
Morse codes. Tapping. All this stuff is yours. Maureen's. The Maureen's. All this is yours. Ain't no secret. None of this stuff is a secret, brother. None of it. It's just that those who have the light is not letting the ones get the light. And that European is looking at me like I'm a... She like, oh my God, is she really? Really? What is she talking about? So, just learning, just listening and getting some knowledge. Oh, that's good. Do something with it. Just don't listen. Please do something with it and question these people. Question all of them. Question your teachers, question your pastor. People say, oh, you ain't supposed to question God. Well, I ain't questioning God, I'm questioning the pastor.
God is us, right?
Yeah, but I'm not questioning the pastor. I mean, God, I'm questioning the pastor. That's what I'm questioning. Turn the wrong information into the right information. Pick up a book. It ain't about just picking up a book, because you can pick up a book, but they need to be the book. Not pick up the book, they need to be the book. Know the book like it's in the back of your brain. In the back of your brain. That's why I told you I can sit and do this blindfolded, brother. I can put blindfold on and go on a stage with somebody with all this information. It makes so much sense out of what's going on. They know what's happening. They know how much money they put in media. It's so much money that's put in behind football. It's pathetic. In advertisements, in commercials, they put so much information in commercials. Massive. And because we like things, we see Oh, I want that. Damn, that look kind of dope. Wow, I want that. Well, if I get that car, I can get that girl. If I got an ABC, a CBS, an NBC from a college, I can get a good job. But when you lose your job, you lose your mind. And this is why people are losing it, because the truth is coming out. Even in this industry, people are losing it, dude. They're losing it because it's not real. Again, I always have to respect my man Eddie Griffin, because he didn't fall off, dude. Nor did DL, because they don't give a damn about this stuff, dude. Watch how these cats lose their mind in this industry. And we pushing people in this, people losing their job. You didn't hear about the brother that jumped out the window with his wife? That dude was crazy. He jumped in New York because of health care. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
They left it. Listen.
He's a European.
But it doesn't matter. You're trying to fit into something. If you dealt with your health, you would not need health care. I'm going to say this again. You just talked about the food, right? About if you know that the yellow 6, red 40, all that stuff causes cancer, hardens the arteries, margarine and all that. We will see this video right now and hear this and be like, whatever. We're going to give our children the white sugar in the morning. We're going to eat the margarine. We're going to eat all the meat. We're going to do it. Huh?
What kind of sugar we supposed to have?
Me personally, I use agave or honey. If you use anything, sugar in the raw is the closest if you're trying to get away from sugar. But we can't talk about gay people and our children when we the ones that's putting this in our body. We'll sit up here and say that costs too much money. But yet the cheap stuff is very easy to get. So this is how you fix that problem. Right there. That's how you fix it.
What?
Feed your children the right stuff. Get them feed them mentally and physically. Both.
Yeah, they feminizing the black people. They making it cool.
Talk about the girl. Oh wow, my man said talk about the girl in the hotel. My man said we was in Chi-Town. That video's on YouTube. We was in Chi-Town. We was going around asking people about what is a black person. And one dude said, I don't know. He said, I don't know what a black person is. So we gets into this hotel. We just was walking in Chi-Town. This girl says, we asked her who was her nationality or something. She said African American. And we said, why? She said it's on an application. It was on an application. So they automatically from the door are poisoning your children. From the door. From the door they poisoning your children. And they confused. So can we shift blame and say it's gay people? Even though I don't rock with the gay agenda. But can we really when it's you? Because they have to keep you working from sun up to sundown. As soon as you come home from work, I'm tired. I want to watch the football game. If you notice the setup, they got basketball and football right behind one another. When one go out, the other one is coming in. That's why I said give them games. That was the whole setup. When you watch Gladiator and the scene in the movie, when he said, are you not entertained? You remember that part? He said, are you not entertained? We love to be entertained. That's what it is. So if you read books like The Art of War, if you read the books like the Machiavelli, it's all inside there.
What about The Whole Pale White Horse?
That was a good book too. Very good book. I never read the whole thing, but it's a very good book. But people that's putting the truth out, you have to really dumb it down for people to really get this. You really have to dumb it down to get this information. It's up to the Moors to teach our people. Yes, it is up to the Moors, but some of the Moors have to get their house in order too, because a lot of these so-called proclaimed Moors, let me say this, proclaimed Moors are doing a lot of dirt too, out of jealousy and envy too, and mistreating their women. Yes, they keep you with alcohol, church. I was in Woodward in Detroit, and that's all I see. They two things they say they don't mess with you when you have something: a church and a liquor store.
What?
They don't bother you. The government don't bother you. If you got a church and a liquor store, they don't bother you because they're doing their job.
So that's why the church be getting all them tax cuts.
Exactly. And they can lie to you, tell you that the astrology is wrong, but they celebrate their birthday.
So that's why they don't be speaking out on black.
They can't. They can't speak out. They'll take their they take their 501c3.
What?
They'll take their 501c3 from them.
That shit crazy, man.
It is life.
All this time.
It's life. It's life. But if
Give away all that money.
all the money they give to these churches, I think I'm gonna open up a church.
Religion is big business.
People want to be that dumb. I think I'm gonna open up a church. Straight up. Because they are straight gophers, dude. Straight gophers. These people, they got them, dude. She thinks she's with it. She accomplished something. I'm being real with you, man. This is so they'll tell you that they'll tell you astrology is bad. When they celebrate birthdays, they got a watch on their arm. Come on, man. Come on, dude. They got us, bruh. They got us. Huh?
Say this shit mind blowing.
It is mind blowing, dude. What's that song? Mind blowing decision. They got you. So I don't get caught up in a lot of things. That's why people don't know how to take me, for real. They wouldn't even know read between the lines. They don't know read between those lines. They don't even know how to take me. Peace, bro. That's why people say, Sabir, why you don't do this and why you don't do that? Because they don't know how to take me. I don't go along with the get along. I don't say certain things. White supremacy. White man did this. White man did that. Or my religion is this. My religion is that. All religions is mine. All religions. I am a Mason. I'm a mother's son. I come from the womb of a woman. All of it's mine. And so do you. If y'all can show me that a man that don't have a navel, I can rock with you. I can rock with you. Show me one that don't have one. Unless he's an alien. Yes. Unpredictable. You must always be unpredictable. These Negroes are so predictable, it's pathetic. Because I can watch somebody's video and automatically know when you start talking police brutality, when these Negroes start talking about white supremacy, I say, you're predictable. Watch what's coming next.
What you think about brutality?
It's not brutality. It's called terrorism. It's the thing. How could you be an attorney all these years and you run around? Don't no other group talk about brutality. No other country talks about that. They talk about terroristic threats. Terroristic threats. That's what it is. Title 18, United States Codes, terroristic threats. So all you gotta do is read it, United States Codes.
What can we do about it?
Educate, teach. I'm not in a position to make no change because I don't have the money to do it. If someone paid me to speak for them, I would. This is what you do to these black leaders. Y'all pay them to go places and speak to get the people to educate the masses. Whether you know it or not, that's what you're doing unconsciously. Because he looks good. So now they're gonna put him in front of the media and say, this is your spokesperson. They pay these cats to go there. None of these Negro leaders talk about human rights at all. I said this on a radio show yesterday on 88.1 in Vegas. I said, why you never hear a black person talk about human rights? You never hear them talk about that. They can't. They got to talk about civil rights.
Why is that?
Because you don't have no rights. You're Negroes are federally protected slaves. That's all you got to do is look. There's two types of citizens. Federal citizen, state citizen. If you study constitutional law, you're going to see it. You have two different citizens. Federal citizen and state citizen. Negroes were federally protected slaves. And you can only have granted privileges which could be given and taken at the whim. You will never hear no black leader, and I don't know how many people on here, have y'all ever heard any of your black leaders talk about human rights besides Malcolm? Malcolm was the only person that said human rights. All these Negroes, educated leaders or scholars don't talk about human rights. They talk about civil rights. Anybody can discriminate. It's just from discrimination. I discriminate who I'm going to talk to. I must discriminate what girl I'm going to talk to. See how simple that is? I can do that. Can somebody sue me for discrimination? They probably can if I have a workplace. If they get affirmative action, if they're getting certain things from the federal government, I can. That's all this really is, man. Somebody told this is something else y'all got to catch. The whole cap up of other countries being dictators. You ever hear that before?
Dictators,
Yeah, dictators, right? Do you have any children? You have children?
Not yet.
Okay.
Think about starting a nation.
Wow, my man said you think about starting a nation. That's what's up. Listen, y'all. Everyone that's a parent that's on this thread right now is a dictator. I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that for a minute. Everyone on this thread right now is a dictator. Let me show you how I can prove my point. Tell your child something to do when they don't want to do it. What happens? They get mad at you, right? You're dictating to them. I am a dictator. I dictate to my sons. They don't like it. So is it a bad thing? Yes. Is the police a dictatorship? Yeah. The police is dictatorship too, because they force you. That's called dictatorship. So this is the kind of education that we need. That's the education that's how you empower people. Not talking about white supremacy. Not talking about the white man's the devil. That's never gonna change. They're not worrying about that. I just showed you what dictatorship was. And how we all dictators. Some way, somehow.
So what's the best way to fight it?
Huh?
The so-called white supremacy.
How do we fight it? You know, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said you don't condemn a dirty glass of water, you set a clean one up beside it. So what we got to do is put money together so we can combat that and have these platforms open so people can see.
You say that bank black and all that.
Bank black? What is that? Banks are owned by one company. I think it's a couple of families. What's a black-owned bank? What's a black-owned bank again? I guarantee you, if you do the research on it, those banks are backed by somebody else. Even if they got FDICs.
In Atlanta, they got some black banks.
I just said again, go deeper to it. Do the research on the banks. If they have anything dealing with FDICs, brother, it's linked to somewhere. They study the FDIC. That protects your money that's in the federal government. Come on, dude. This stuff is deeper than that. It's deeper than that, brother. So this is the illusion they put out to people. I told you they dress it up. They make it looks good. Make it look real good. I told you the devil wears Prada. I'm gonna say it again. The devil wears Prada, homie. You looking for somebody to dress up to say, yeah, man, we're gonna pay him off so he can go tell y'all this. We got brothers wearing suit and ties, lying out their teeth. And you got a noose around your neck. You gonna tell me about a noose hanging somewhere, and you got a noose, which is a tie hanging out your neck. Take that tie and open it up. You're gonna see the noose right there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all don't get it. Listen. You don't own anything, but you're supposed to control because everything belongs to the people. This is how, that's an African culture. That's African. If you want to be African, that's African. In Vegas, do you know what they do in Vegas? Do you know, they say that's a union town? I respect the mob. I respect the mob. You know, they said stuff in Vegas was based on handshakes. That's how we did stuff. That's how we dealt with stuff. Handshakes. They needed stuff written down. And they break every contract there is. That's why when you break a contract with the mob, let's go back to principles and morals again. The mob, they would what? They would kill you, right? It's called sleeping with the fish. So you, again, principles and morals that we're not operating on that anymore. What is the black man's or black woman's morals and principles? You can't have morals being in a strip club. No, somebody called me, that's why. Somebody interrupted me. But you can't have, that's no morals and principles. Women in a strip club and niggas throwing money at, that's not morally right. Come on, man. Really? But we can't keep doing it. That's not morally right. Let's not honor the black codes. We're not black. I'm not honoring none of that stuff. None of it. I'm not honoring white supremacy. I'm not honoring none of that. And I told you, I know some of y'all gonna be pissed off and mad at me, but it's all good. Just do something with it. That's all I'm saying. Just do something with the information. They dumbing you down in high school, grade school, colleges. They're dumbing your children down. Period. And they know that they are dumbing you down. Point blank, period. I told you, man, I can go for hours with this information. I can go for days. I can do a radio show 7 days a week and always have content. Always have content. But the people, and again, it's not always the Europeans. It's some of these black folks that's on this thread right now, and I'm saying black, that don't like what I'm saying because I'm messing up their foundation about religion. I'm messing up their foundation about white supremacy. I'm messing up their foundation about all of that. But it needs to be said. I don't look for followers. I'm not looking for nobody, none of that. I just want you to free yourself. Free yourself, man. Why do they call it degrees? I don't know. You got to ask these college people. How many? We got a lot of teachers on here. We got a lot of college people. We got a lot of professors on here right now. Ask them that question. Why do they call it a degree? Degree means to take away from. Degree. Defrost, derail, denounce. Degree. Look it up. Religion helped confuse the masses in the first place. Listen. Religion, let's clear this up. Organized religion did. Organized religion did that. Okay? Religion is my life. That's it. It's my life. Okay? They got you scared of voodoo or voodoo. They got you scared of that.
That's come from us.
That come from us too, yes. All that stuff come from us. That's that devil stuff. Okay. If it's scared of them, then I'm with it.
And they use it.
Listen, y'all. They use it on us all the time, brother. Do you understand? That's when they know to go to war with somebody, with other countries. They use that. They deal with astrology, the stars, the moons. Come on, man. Degrees are copies of the Masonic order. Oh yeah. That's why when you go to college, you put that cap on your head. It's called a mortarboard.
What?
Mortarboard holds masonry. Mortar is square. It's 360 degrees. 360. It's 360. It's yours. It's all yours. Ain't got to do with them. They ain't originate nothing, brother. I keep trying to tell you. They may say a brother designed that light, but how do you know how to design the light? Where did he get it from? Us. We are the original Ethiopians or Moors. We are all those people. Can say I'm not black without nationality card. Listen, let me share something with you. With or without a nationality card, you are a Moor. Let me say this again. With or without a nationality card, you are a Moor. I'm going to say it one more time. With or without going to a building or a nationality card, you are that. Without no doubt or contradiction. You are what your forefathers are. You have to just get the knowledge. Just like when I talk to Orientals or Chinese people, I'll be like, I am the Oriental. I'm the original. I am the original. Not you. I am. I am the original Asian too. Okay? Went to a metaphysical fair and saw more of them. Wow. Yeah, Europeans going to study the hell out of you. That's why they know how to maneuver and manipulate you. And they're going to put a black leader out there to think that he went to Harvard or Yale or Spelman. And when I was not impressed. Let me show y'all something. Just so y'all won't think I'm lying. Hold up. I wasn't impressed when I went to Harvard. I would have ate them up and spit them out. Seriously, it was whack in there, bro. It was so whack. I'm going to show y'all something. So you won't think I'm making this up. And the lady looked at me like I was crazy when I went in there. Hold up. This European lady looked at me like I was crazy. I'm going to flip this around. This is the card. Let me show you what. Here it is. 9/21/16. It's still in my wallet. This is what they give you when you go into Harvard. Right? Okay? This is what they give you when you go to Harvard University. And you got to pay. So, I went through all their books and it was garbage. Garbage, huh? Garbage. Trust me. I know what they're teaching. I would have did a Malcolm X and made them run out with their tail between their legs. Garbage, bro. For real. Their books. The sister that I went with, she was in there with me. She said my head was hurting. She was only in there for like 10 minutes. And I put all the books on the table. She said my head is hurting. It was garbage, people. Garbage. You said, I remember you looked up George Prudence and they looked at you funny. Yeah, they looked at you funny. Jurisprudence is the science or the philosophy of law which treats the principles of positive law and legal relations. That's what jurisprudence is. It's the science or the philosophy of law which treats the principles of positive and legal relations. Juris, first of all, means law. Anything with J-U-R-I-S, juris means law. And that's why I said diction means speak. That's why Malcolm said know good diction, know the dictionary, know the words for words, know where the prefix at, the suffix at, the denotations, the connotations, the prepositions. All this plays a part inside of a dictionary. And that's what good diction means. Anywhere you find the word J-U-R-Y, jury or juris, is dealing with law. So you have a bunch of people on jury duty that knows nothing about law. Nothing. Another book that y'all should read, they made a movie, is called A Time to Kill.
Oh, yeah, I seen that movie.
You seen the movie?
Yeah.
See, you gotta read the books. The movie is not going to tell you everything. The movie partially is made up. Read the book, you will understand it, how the judge intimidates the jury. It intimidates the jury. A Time to Kill. It was all fabricated, majority of that stuff in the movie. But you got to see the movie and read the book. We read the book first, I tell people, then look at the movie. And then you'll see it for yourself. It's called A Time to Kill. Because the jury deals with the facts in the law. I'm going to say this again. The jury deal with the facts and law. How could you have someone on a jury duty that knows nothing about law? One person can acquit anybody. That's why they always had their people on jury duties. And they would say, not guilty. This is why you're not going to get a guilty plea with a cop. Because they have people that don't know the law. You understand? I'm going right back again. This all going right back to the law again.
And it's nothing but all Europeans.
No, it's not just Europeans on the jury. It's those that don't know the law either. You have a bunch of Negroes that they handpick that be on these jury trials. Now, if I was there, I would have to play dumb because I know better and I know the law dictionary and I understand language. I would have said not guilty. I would have been the one that did it. Straight up. I'm trying to tell you, Holmes. They don't want, because they called me for jury duty when I was living in Philly.
They did?
Oh yeah, they called me for jury duty.
What you do?
And I told them, they asked me some questions. This was years ago. Because first I had they asked, I signed up for another social security card. And they sent me a letter saying I couldn't work in the U.S. because I wasn't a U.S. citizen. That's what they told me. That was the funniest thing. Yeah, because I did. That's a whole nother subject about my social security card. They told me I wasn't a citizen of the U.S., but I'm an American. Difference. United States is geographical. That's D.C. It's geographical. America is north, south, and central. That's a continent. I told you I got some stuff I don't be telling everybody yet, but y'all can sit with me. I'll build with you. Straight up. America is north, south, and central. United States is geographical, which is D.C. That's why when I was into what I was into, I told you I was in this for 20 years. And I knew what I was doing back then before there was a YouTube. So when I go down to jury duty, they asked me, was I a U.S. citizen? I said, wait a minute, a U.S. citizen? I said, well, how? I said, how do you know where I was at? That's what I asked the lady. Now, mind you, I told you, it ain't always the Europeans, the niggas. It's the niggas that work for them, right? So she asked me and got mad at me because they get mad at you when you don't comply or whatever. You know what I mean? When you question them. So she asked me, I said, y'all called me. I didn't call y'all. So mind you, I'm at the Criminal No Justice Center in Philadelphia. And they said, and I'm just getting into it now. I'm very arrogant because now I'm just getting in. I want to test out everything and I'm going to go gun ho. So she says, what do you mean? I said, well, how did you get my information? She said, through your voter's registration and your driver's license. I haven't voted since I was 18 years old, right? Because I did a video called a plebiscite too. A plebiscite is a people's vote. It's totally different than that bull crap they got y'all doing. A plebiscite is a people's vote. Who you place in is different than a regular voting. So mind you, she asked me, she said that I got it from your voter registration and your driver's license. I said, well, wait a minute, did I give you permission? She said, well, no. Now, mind you, this is before I really got into all of this about the contracting, my signature and stuff like that, right? So, because when you sign something, you automatically give people permission, whether you know it or not. You automatically give people permission. So, what happened? She said, "Well, here it is." So I said, "Well," she said, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" I said, "No." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm not. I'm an American." Now, this is a sister across the table from me. Now, I tell you, I can remember this like it was yesterday. This was almost 17 years ago. She's telling me that, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm an American." She said, "Are you one of those people that don't pay taxes?" This is how far back this goes. I said, "Did I ever say I don't pay taxes?" You assuming, right? Now this time she went to go get 2 or 3 more people, Europeans. Now they sitting at the table with me at the Criminal No Justice Center. If anybody from Philly, they know exactly where I'm talking about when you got to go up the escalators into this room. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to them. And they asked me, "Would you obey the judge?" I said, "No." I said, "No." I forgot the word I used. I said, "Oh my God, I can't think of the word I used." Because I said the jury's supposed to deal with the facts and the law. That's what I told them. Because one person can recuse somebody. Like I'm busting all this stuff up with all of them. One person can get somebody acquitted. So I said, "No, I won't pay attention to the judge." I get a letter when I left a week later saying I was removed from jury duty. No religion, no none of that. I didn't have to say my religion forbids that. Number one, if you're dealing with religion, just tell them you are forbidden to be a judge against anybody because you're not the creator. So how could you judge anybody? That's for my people that want to get out of it that way. Okay? Those that want to use religion. So I'm not going to listen to the judge. I had the Time to Kill book. I saw the movie. I was familiar with it. I knew all of that stuff that was going down. So what's going to happen? Wasn't. There's the biggest terrorist right there, y'all. There's the biggest terrorist right there. Right there. You know they're in total violation when they turn their lights on and pull somebody over. You know that, right? There's no emergency, people. You should ask them, where's the emergency at? I know some of them cats probably work for these people, probably pissed off at me right now. I know they pissed. Y'all think this was something. Y'all should watch my old radio shows. I'm going to put them on, listen to them. You couldn't watch them. You have to see them. Listen to them. Because they was on CD, cassette tapes and stuff. Gangs. My man said the gangs in New York. Yeah, they were the first gang. Gangs in New York. Gangsters don't wear Timberlands. They don't wear what my man got. This is not what gangsters wear. Gangsters don't wear this. Gangsters don't wear this. Gangsters don't wear t-shirts with handkerchiefs hanging out the back. Gangsters wear suits. That's what gangsters wear. That's gangsters. That's why Lauryn Hill did what she did. She said getting cross-examined by master manipulators, receiving the judge's favor. That's why she said what she said in that song. PhDs in illusion, masters of mass confusion. Remember that part? When she was talking about that? That's what she's building on. She's talking about them. Political prostitution. That's what's happening. Y'all not getting it yet. Y'all not getting it. Keep letting your children get dumbed down by them. Keep on. This is what the kind of talk they don't want. They don't want this conversation. They don't want the strong combo. Europeans not worrying about you black cats running around here talking about white power, black power. They're not worrying about you saying white supremacy. They're not worrying about you flying your flag. They're not worrying about you talking about I got a good job. They're not worried about none of that. None of it. As soon as they finish with you, they done. They're going to move on to the next one. Y'all should listen to this song that KRS-One has. It's called, I play it all the time. Never Give Up. Listen to this song by KRS-One called Never Give Up. He said the reason why we have racial profiling is because we keep buying hoes. He keep buying hoes. Just proclaim it, brother. That's all you got to do. Just proclaim your nationality. It's your birthright. It's your birthright. That's all I can tell you. It's your birthright. Yeah, it's called Never Give Up. YouTube it. KRS-One, Never Give Up. He said the reason why we have racial profiling because we keep buying hoes. The hoes It's your city council people, your politicians, your police officers, your sheriffs, all of them. All of them. Slow thinker are no thinkers of today. They don't think. They say a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and niggas are wasting it. Y'all too worrying about Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, I respect what the brother's doing, but y'all not going to support Colin Kaepernick.
It ain't no other football players doing it either.
Y'all, I'm talking about the average person is not going to support him. This is why a lot of celebrities don't speak out. Because nobody's going to support him. Huh?
You don't want that scrutiny.
Hey, man, I love the scrutiny, but the support of the people is not there. I rock with him. I'm with Colin Kaepernick 120%. No doubt. I'm with him. Because I don't want nothing from them. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch baseball. I'm not a fan. I can care less. I heard tickets like $1,400. I don't care. That's not me. So if that's you, so be that. But listen, I hope everybody enjoyed. Hope y'all got something from this. As always, y'all, I'm going to put this out again. Support if you like. If you don't like, hey, so be it. SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. SABIRBEY radio@gmail.com. All right? Peace.